now we're going to talk about sleep journals. So sleep journals are a really important part of troubleshooting your sleep. So I hope by now, I know you've received your journal from me, and I hope that you've used it. If you haven't used it, then this is the perfect time to use it. So what you want to do is you want to keep it next to your bed, or by your toothbrush, or wherever you are first thing in the morning. And you want to write down your sleep pattern. What time did you get in bed? How long do you, ideally, what time did you fall asleep? Just guess if you don't know for sure. How many times did you wake up that you remember in the middle of the night? Why did you wake up? Did somebody wake you up? Did you just wake up on your own? Did you have to use the bathroom? How long were you awake? And then were you able to fall back asleep? And then what time did you actually get out of bed? So I highly recommend that you keep this sleep journal for at least 3 months so that you have a really good sense of things that are affecting your sleep. Because sometimes when you're exhausted and you have insomnia, or you have stress, or you have things that are going on in your life, you've moved to a new place, or something's happened, your spouse is traveling more, you're sleeping alone, or you're sleeping with somebody, whatever, it's something new, you get a new pet. It's really important to be able to keep track of it so you can look back over your sleep. And certainly, if you need to go see a doctor, you need to troubleshoot your sleep, the first thing they're going to do is ask you to keep a sleep journal. So I want you to be on top of that first and foremost, to have already been doing that. Another great thing to do, since you do have that journal, is to just jot down a couple of things that you're grateful for, or jot down one thing you're grateful for and a couple of reasons why you're grateful for it. So I either do that at night before I go to bed, or I do it first thing in the morning when I do my sleep journal and how many hours I've slept and that sort of thing. It's a really great mind technique to get you to start the day looking in a more positive viewpoint. And so just one thing, it could be that you're grateful for, sunshine outside if it's been raining a lot, or you're grateful for, the cool weather, or you're grateful for, you can smell coffee. Maybe your spouse got up or somebody got up and made coffee or made a little breakfast, or maybe you're going to get up and take a walk with the dog, and you're grateful for the ability that your legs work and that you can do that, or that it's not snowing outside and that you have the opportunity for that. So training your brain to think about one positive thing and adding that to your sleep journal is really, really an important technique to use. So do what you can to keep a sleep journal. A lot of times people who suffer from anxiety and from depression, it's first evident in the sleep journal before the situation hits. So before you hit panic attacks, or before you hit a period of depression, you can actually see the sleep changing, either more sleep or less sleep, and then boom, something will happen, because sleep and mental health go hand in hand. And so sleep is usually an indicator that the mental health, there's something that triggers your mental health to put you into a place of either you're coming out of a depressive episode, you're going into one, you're coming out of a high period of anxiety, or you're going into one. And so it's really great to be able to step back and kind of look at it like a third party, and to be able to go through your sleep journal and see, oh, maybe that was a trigger for me. I see it now after I came out of whatever episode I was in. And so again, doctors are going to want to know what your sleep was like before and what it was like after. So it's really good to just do what you can, even if you just keep a quick sleep journal by your bed, like I said. The other thing is, if you have a Fitbit, or if you're using something to track your sleep, it's not always 100%. So the sleep journal and your memory is sometimes a good way. You can use the Fitbit to augment something like, oh, well, today, last night I had, X number of REM cycles and it was for this long. If you're going to use something to track your sleep, the Aura ring is what I recommend. It's a little pricey, but it's the best, and it gives the best information. And certainly you can just print that out and put together a sleep journal from that. But I would really encourage you to write in a journal and just write about how you feel, so that you have a really good track of this. And it was going to give you information. It's going to give your doctor information, or your psychologist information, or your health coach information, whatever. But it's just a really, really great way for you to be empowered to understand what your body's doing, what it looks like before and after. And also you can see that you've made progress, which is really important, especially in adopting a growth mindset. It's really great to look back and go, wow, when I started this program, I was really only sleeping 4 hours. And now look, I'm getting a consistent 6.5. And so that's really something that you should celebrate. So maybe it's not a perfect 7 to 9, but that's okay. You can at least see that you're on a better track, and that will really give you the encouragement and the strength to keep going. All right, so sleep journals, super important.